We talked yesterday about the fact that the semiconductor sector is low in the matrix. So we have a 45 sector matrix. We break the stock market into 45 groups, industry groups, sectors, and we rank them from 1 to 45. And this is done by an algorithm. So it's not an opinion. There's no human involvement whatsoever. It's just based on the price behavior, and that shows the urgency that institutions are buying these sectors with. So the enthusiasm, we saw precious metals drop to the bottom. We saw semiconductors drop to the bottom right after the presidential election. So that is when the market tips its hand most, and that's where we kind of left off. Now, the semiconductor sector was right at the bottom of the matrix, but guess what? The software sector and the computer sector are in the top 5. So not all tech stocks are created equal. You know, the fact that semiconductors are right down at the bottom, I just keep emphasizing that because I know people are so locked into those semiconductor stocks, especially the thing about nvidia. And you know what? I can't blame them. Nvidia is one that I have a position in it. I'm going to hold on to it. It tends to outperform the semiconductor sector. And if that sector is soft, I still want to own it. So in terms of money management, I know most of the people watching this are just thinking about individual stock ideas kind of in a vacuum, one at a time. But, and nobody ever talks about money management and risk management because it's boring, but it is the most important thing when it comes to investing. So you want to keep that in mind. You can own a sector that's not performing well, and it will be helpful to your portfolio in terms of the risk-reward ratio. All right, so getting back to the market action. So computers are ranked number 4, software is ranked number 2 out of 45 groups. So even though semiconductors is at the bottom, you want to make sure that you don't count out the entire tech sector. It's interesting to see computers right at the top because computers usually, it's not the sexiest of the 4 subsectors of technology. You know, you have internet, software, semiconductors, and computers. Computers is kind of like the slower one. Usually doesn't make it right up to the top. But let's see. So what we're showing right now is just a screenshot of the dashboard on the platform, and we list the top 5 for everybody to see. If you don't pay for anything, you still can see the top sectors. So if you go to truemarketinsiders.io and it's logged out, you'll see the number 1 strongest sector right there on our homepage. That's healthcare right now. So healthcare, semiconductors, aerospace, airlines is right there at the top 2. These are the sectors that you want to focus on. I told you that we would do kind of a sector watch for this week. So in fact, let me mention the top 5 that's right there on the dashboard homepage in order of strength. You have healthcare, followed by software, followed by aerospace, airlines. Number 4 is computers. And number 5 is finance. So those are the 5 right now. Check back in with us tomorrow and the next day, and we'll update you again. This has been Chris Rowe with Sector Edge, episode 3. By the way, watch the BPI YouTube video that I recorded a couple years back. You're going to want to understand the BPI in this market. So the New York Stock Exchange BPI. Check that out.